Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. I'm your host, Captain Blair Wiggins, and I'm on a little bit different position today on the boat. I'm not up front. There's a good reason I'm not on the front of the boat today. We got Wade Boggs on the front of the boat today. 12th time All-Star, Hall of Famer. We're gonna see if he can hold that fishing rod, that Wright McGill Signature Series, as good as he does that bat. Not gonna have too much trouble up here though, because we got about 500 redfish right here in the Indian River Lagoon system, fixing to jump all over his bait buster. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing. See Wade Boggs get his rod bent here. They're rooting around like a bunch of big old pigs. Well, Wade, what do you think of those tails up there, bro?
I'm telling you, that's a really good school right there.
So all you got to do, come on the flat, just shut down and start pulling. Be real quiet. Sometimes you can kick on your Minn Kota and just go along the flat real slow. And when you see them, turn it off, jump on your pulling platform, and you know, you don't want to disturb that school and chase them around with a trolling motor. But when you do find them, there ain't nothing better than coming up on them like we're coming right now. Over that one way out there to the right if you can.
There he is, Blair. Oh, baby.
That's what we've been looking for. That's the way to do it, brother. Now, how does that feel?
Oh, babe, got some shoulders.
Did they have you shaking a little bit?
I'm telling you, the knees were clattering.
I'm sure it's nothing like standing on home plate getting ready to swing a bat,
It's awful close there, brother.
He's got me shaking. He's the one on the front of the boat. But that is a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good way to start it out, bro.
It's always nice when the movie stars show up.
You said your biggest one's how big?
I tell you, Blair, the biggest redfish I've ever caught is 29 inches, and I think
29?
this one's got it beat, brother.
Oh, yeah. Our baits are almost 29 inches this morning.
They are some slabs, though.
What do we call them over here?
Mogans. Yes, sir.
See, I don't have to say it anymore. Everybody that's seen the show, I think he just realized he was hooked.
I think he just saw the boat, tell you the truth.
Wow, you're gonna blame it on the boat, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Either that or my pretty face.
That was it. Well, it sure took off. What we've done this morning, it's bright early, right at daybreak. We're up in the very north part of the Indian River, and it's slick calm, my favorite type of conditions. This is where I guided for 15 years up here, and you know, I get to get on the back of the boat every once in a while, especially when I have somebody like Wade Boggs on the front of the boat. He is absolutely, I mean, cast everything perfect. Right in the spot where it needed to be. We're fixing to show you this guy in a minute. It's a nice fish. A nice fish. Wade, you know, this estuary here is one that's kind of unique to itself. I don't know any other place around in the country that has redfish that actually spawn in the same area that they live, actually the same redfish.
Right.
And certain times of the year, which is like this time of year, we're here in September, it's towards the end of September, all the way to about the time we get the first big cold front, or if we get a real big tropical storm or hurricane, it'll bust the school up. But they'll get in these big schools this time of year, and they spawn, and this is where they spawn. And most of the time, anywhere else redfish live, they usually go way out in the ocean to spawn.
Well, it definitely makes for a great fishery when you can keep the resident redfish in here, and especially the size of these fish.
Really? What are you doing to that thing?
I'm telling you.
You grew up over in Tampa.
Right, grew up on Davis Island and moved there when I was 11. I was an Air Force brat. My father was in the Air Force, and
Nothing wrong with the Air
moved
Force.
there from Georgia, and he went to work for J.M. Fields. It was a retail store. And,
I remember J.M. Fields.
right, so I liked the Tampa Bay area so much I never left.
Good spot. Well, that's where my producer lives. He lives actually, they just moved just north of Tampa up in a little town called Lutz.
Yeah, that's just north of me.
Come on, baby. Let's show you off to Mr. Boggs here, because you are his biggest redfish to date.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Boggs. Look at this, baby.
That is a redfish.
Oh,
let's get him out on the deck.
You bet.
Gonna get that hook out.
Yeah, let's get the hook out. There we go.
Sweet fish.
Oh man.
That's
Well,
a
that
sweet one,
circle,
bro.
that circle hook worked just perfect, didn't it, Blair?
Just as advertised.
Mercy.
Well, let's show them everybody out there one time.
Wow. I tell you, you want to catch giant redfish, come to the Space Coast. You can't beat it. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable fish.
And I appreciate it, Blair. This is the biggest fish I've ever caught, redfish wise.
Let's get her back in the
Yeah,
water.
you betcha.
What are you sweating so much for?
Oh, I'm telling you, these fish put a whooping on you.
So to
What a
recap,
great fish.
Recap kind of what we did. Came through the railroad bridge right here in Titusville, pulled up on the flat, and we just started motoring, shut it down when we got up on the flat, started pulling a little bit, and here comes the tails. She's about ready. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot her right off this way towards the old Space Center. Come on, baby.
Here she goes. Perfect. Oh, brother. Appreciate it. That was awesome. That was awesome.
What a thing of beauty.
Oh man, I tell you, when you get into these fish and the sun was just coming up over the trees and you see the tails just glistening in the water, and boy, the knees started shaking, and then once I set the hook, it was all over.
Hopefully that's not going to be a thing of the past. And what I'm talking about there is there's a lot of these flats boats, a lot of shallow water skinny boats, a lot of rangers out there today, and they run in real skinny water. And just because it'll run in skinny water, it doesn't mean you have to run it in skinny water 24/7, which I mean, I'm talking about burning the flats. And it will, for your conservation, there's nothing uglier than seeing a bunch of prop scars running through the flats. So, and I know you have it over in Tampa Bay a lot
sure.
too, but
Right.
if you can avoid it at all costs, don't run the flats. Just get up on the flat where you think you might have a chance at some redfish, maybe where you caught some before. We've done 8 years right here. This is the first place we ever filmed a show. Redfish were still here. Pulled right up on them. Got a big one. We're gonna get another one. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. More addictive fishing.
Let's get them Moggans, baby.
I see some more big redfish frolicking around. Baby. This little flat right here, a lot of times when Mother Nature is kind of breathing on us down like this and we get an east wind, it's kind of like, I call it like my tarpon spot here, because you can stake off. I'll put the power pole down here in just a sec. You can stake off and these fish will actually come up current this way and they look like torpedoes coming. Well, a pretty good spot here. These little white sandy patches here. Just kind of take, as soon as the boat swings back around, pick you out a white spot, put your bait in there. The reds, they're right out in here, right out in front of us.
Okay.
And they should just mill around and just take them a little while to find it. Is that a fish? You got you a fish on way?
I think we got a fish, brother.
That's the way to do it, bro.
we got
That's
a fish,
a big
brother.
one too. That is a true Mogan on the end of that line, bro. He's in like 2 feet of water too. I don't think he knows he's hooked yet.
You will in a second, brother. Boy, did he slam that.
He did, he jumped all over that thing. There's another one right there. He just ate. So I did tell you, wait, this is where I got my biggest redfish in my life here. With that bait on top of the water like that, go ahead and come down a little sideways. I'm gonna let this boat pull the power pole up and we'll go ahead and just drift with him. Oh. I know, Wade, in that celebrity tournament that we met at over in Tampa, it was formerly the Chuck Lamar Celebrity Grand Slam Tournament for you people out there. But Wade and I met there a few years back because we were supporting the Pediatric Cancer Foundation there. If y'all ever get a chance to support any type of a group out there, you know, that you really want to put your money behind, Pediatric Cancer Foundation. It's one of those heartbreaking charities out there that, you know, you just, one year to the next, you don't know if you're going to have the same crowd there or not. But luckily, with all the money that gets put into the Pediatric Cancer Foundation, every bit, 100% of the money that gets donated to that charity goes to that charity. And it's just one that I feel real strongly behind, that I support a lot. Your fish is way out there to the right at 1 o'clock. Can you see him out there? He's just gone underneath all that seaweed. Hold your rod tip down close to the water. But Wade, this fish is going off the sandbar here. I'm gonna crank up and get on top of it. Now we're saying we're gonna miss Chuck at the Pediatric Cancer Foundation tournament, and Chuck has now moved on to bigger and better things, and Wade is now the spokesperson. Actually, the celebrity host is what they're calling it, right?
Right.
Wade's the celebrity host of the tournament, and that is in November. So if y'all do ever get the chance to come by, there's live auctions. All right, you're free. And you can bid on all sorts of things. They have an open bid at night, and this year it's at Tropicana Field.
Right.
It's going to be at Tropicana Field, and you can go and bid on all the items there that people donate for the charity. And once again, 100% of all the proceeds go to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation.
And we have everything from sports memorabilia, footballs, bats, everything like that. Trips are there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of trips from guides.
It's really neat. So it's
all over the state. It's unbelievable. It's 1.5 feet of water here, and you still can't see her. Where are you? You sure you ain't got a stingray on there?
You putting a whammy on me already.
Uh-oh, right under the boat.
Where you going, baby? Where you going?
Oh, right in the water. Go ahead and stick it all the way down the water.
I don't think she was ready.
No, she didn't like the bottom of this Ranger either. You've made it to the All-Stars 13 times?
12-time All-Star.
12 times.
12-time All-Star and 2 World Series. Won one, lost one. 86, we had a heartbreaker against the Mets, and then 96. Probably one of my famous moments of riding the horse around Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I remember that famous picture. How, when you finally hit that 3,000, how hard of a hurdle was it? Or were you really even thinking of it, or was it just?
No, after about 10 years, I had 2,000 hits, and that's when it started to be the light at the end of the tunnel. And that Saturday, going across the bridge with my son, he was the bat boy for the game, so it was a big thrill for him. And I asked him, I needed 3 hits that night, and I said, "What do you think, buddy?" And he said, "You get it tonight, Dad." And you wait your whole career to come up to the plate at $29.99 just for that one hit. And I'm sure Vegas odds didn't have the home run as a scenario,
man. But I got goosebumps just thinking about it.
It was a big thrill. It really was.
Couldn't imagine. Now did you know when the pitch left his fingers, that was the one?
The funny part about it was all in slow motion.
Yeah.
That you see the ball, and then you put the swing on, and you look up, and right when it left the bat, I knew it was gone.
Yeah.
And the first thing that crossed my mind was, well, I'll never see that ball again.
Did you get it back?
We got it back, and the gentleman, actually he's an instructor out at the University of South Florida, where my son goes to college now, and he was generous enough to give me the ball. He said, "It'll look better in your trophy case than mine." So.
Well, that was pretty cool. I think we're gonna have to chase this fish again. Unbelievable. So
I thought it almost gave up there for a second.
I thought it did too, but they'll get that second wind and just keep going and going and going. Well, Wade, you're gonna take a long time. We're gonna fire this motor up. We're gonna chase this guy again. While we chase this guy again and catch up to this fish, y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more addictive fishing. Well, Mother Nature's got us kind of pushed off the flat right now, so we're gonna take a little break. See, it's right over my shoulder there. We're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna show you what we were catching these redfish today with. We're using the threadfin herring. I came out last night and threw the net over a big school of them, and you can tell they're the threadfin because they have this little thread that comes off of their dorsal fin. Really neat looking little bait fish. Auce again, these guys here smell like watermelon a little bit too. Dead fish, so what we're doing, taking and hooking them in the head as close as we can. Just like that, using a 3/0 laser sharp circle hook. And basically that's a simple redfish rig, 40-pound test fluorocarbon leader, right along with a new red 15-pound test Power Pro, and of course my new Wright McGill Signature Series rods. And that was basically the start of this morning out there when we were catching them. And we were going from spot A to spot B and came across that great school out there just all lit up in the middle of the flats. Threw the old bait buster at them. Same thing, a 40-pound piece of trace fluorocarbon leader, 15-pound test, the new red Power Pro, and the Signature Series Inshore Slam Series rods. And basically a simple redfish rig, and you get out and just have patience with these big fish out here if you come out and fish them, because they're few and far between and they're all fish of a lifetime. So if you get a chance, come book you a Space Coast guide, catch you a big redfish right here in the Space Coast. How about that, folks? Who would have ever thought that? Not me in my guiding career of having Wade Boggs on front of the boat. So for all you baseball fans, myself included, this is one of my dreams come true.
Nothing like catching a Mogan with my good buddy Blair Wiggins.
All right, I think we're on the top side of her again.
Well, let's see what she wants to do this time.
What it is, they get down in that grass and it's a couple of degrees cooler, and then gives them that second wind again. I think her second and third and fourth wind is about done. We're going to show you Wade Boggs' biggest redfish ever. And she comes right under the boat. Uh-oh, you can go around the bow. Oh, come on, fish.
Come on, baby.
Get you in here before the old Mother Nature decides she don't want us here no more. Eerie sound.
Don't like it.
As soon as we land it and
Don't like it.
take a picture, we're gonna move quick.
Don't like it.
Pull her way to the right. That should bring her right to me. Come here, dude. We have us a caught Mogan red. Get that hook out. Look at that circle hook. Big advocate of these circle hooks, y'all. If you're fishing live bait, circle hook's the way to go. Especially when you're catching big redfish like that one there, bro. How do you like that one, Mr. Boggs?
That is a daddy rabbit right there.
What do y'all think? I think that's a true.
This is a true Mogan
The true
right here.
Mogan.
And it also tops my morning fish. And
Well, the two biggest redfish of your life today.
this is awesome.
How
This
about
is
that?
awesome.
That fish is
Unbelievable. It's a horse.
30 pounds.
It's a horse.
Easy.
What a great fish. Could have done it without you, Blair.
Had a big old head on that
Space
fish.
Coast Reds at its finest. Oh,
She's ready. I'm just gonna let her go. Say bye-bye.
bye-bye, honey. Been nice knowing you. There she goes.
And off she goes.
Great
bro.
job, my friend.
What a fish.
Great job.
What
Thank
a fish.
you.
What a time.
Wow.
That fight was an hour.
A little over an hour.
At
Yeah,
least
right.
an hour. So we condensed that one down just a little bit. And if y'all ever want to do this, we're gonna close this show real quick because Mother Nature is breathing down our necks. If y'all want to do this, Captain Troy Nash, he's a Space Coast guide. You can go right to the website and book him if you want. We also have the online store there where you can come get the hooks you see us use on the show. Everything that we use on the show, you can go right to the website and get. Wade?
Addictive fishing. I'm hooked. Space
time,
Coast
brother.
Reds.
It's been
Thanks for the invite, Blair. It's been great.
It's been a dream come true. Y'all get a chance to do it. And also, if you ever get a chance to go and check out the Pediatric Cancer Foundation, the tournament comes up in November, and Wade is the celebrity host on it. Come check it out and help these kids out, because like you said, a lot of them, that's all they want to do in their life is catch one fish. So
We need your help.
we need your help a lot. We'll see you next week. Look at
Marcus.
They have you shaking a little bit?
I'm telling you, the knees were clattering.
Slimy 5, good job.
Well, actually, what these filters are doing is they're
Well, let's go get him.
We're gonna see if we can get another one on the boat. I think that's a true.
This is a true Mogan.
The true
right here.
Mogan.
Give him a kiss,
Lily, give him a kiss.
Thank you.